Look, it's not every day you get to leave the city between the warm, supple butt cheeks of a parkouring elephant.
It's true. It's very true. You are again standing right through the threshold of the door, facing Giller, who has his back to the Wellspring. There is a group of robed figures all the whole way surrounding the outside wall of the Wellspring room. And they all are hooded, kind of like hands together and heads down, looking at the ground. So you can't really see faces, you can't see what they're wearing other than the robes themselves. No distinguishable features from any of them. They all seem to be relatively the same height and size. Is there anything else you would like to do at this moment before we move forward?
I'd like to hold my action to call you a dick.
No, sorry, can't make that happen.
I reserve this right.
I took a feat to where I can call you a dick at any point at any time. So
that's OP, dude. That's
she wears it with her all the time. Is there anything?
It's funny because they're married.
It's true.
Is there anything that you guys want to try to discern, to figure out about the room? Anything specific?
Yeah. Roland's gonna take a look around and see if there's anything, because he's sort of we're all kind of versed in what the ritual's supposed to look like. And Roland's gonna take a look around and sort of as a military man, he's gonna look around and be like, okay, well, is this how I would set people up for an ambush, or is this more of a ritualistic thing?
Give
me a vibe check.
Yeah, make me a vibe check. Can we give me a perception and also a religion check?
Okay. My perception is natty 20, baby. Okay. We're back, baby.
We're back.
We're back.
Well,
you're just getting here.
I was gonna also see if I could do perception, but no need.
Then go ahead and give me the religion check.
The religion check. This is probably going to be embarrassing.
Double daddy 20.
It's actually a 3. It's it's a 3 plus my bonus,
which is
making it
-4.
A 7.
Awesome. Okay. So you start kind of looking around the room as you're walking in, seeing these figures, and you know that the ritual that you guys have most certainly does not entail multiple people other than yourselves to be able to do it. But you feel like it is possible, just as a precautionary measure, that this is extra people that he has brought down to make sure that something doesn't go awry, and if something were to happen, that there was enough people here that they could contain it, something of the sort, right? But as you start looking around the room a little bit more, you made the comment about specifically your military training, and you start kind of looking at these figures and looking at the people standing in this room other than you and Giller, whom you walked in with and have seen before. And you start marking discernible features between them. There's around the corners of the room, there's a couple of people that are in more elevated positions, a little bit higher, as the corners of the room kind of slant upwards. There's a bunch of people around this in a circle on the floor. There's one person that seems to be more of a head of the group of them, and you start clocking these people, and you're looking at them, and you notice that they're not just wearing robes. There is something underneath of them that not all of them are wearing the same things, but there's most certainly more here than what you would have expected for just maybe some wizards that were making sure things didn't go sideways.
All right, Roland's gonna like hold up his hand and like kind of stop his party from
Also,
going any
sorry.
further into the room.
Quick question: do we have any reason to believe that it might be people from the Church of Eternal Reign?
I would say we have a shitload of reasons to believe that.
Is
You know?
is there anything that they are wearing that might clue us into that?
Not that would be visible at this point.
Okay.
But we could intuit. Probably, maybe.
It's not an unlikely chance.
It's where the smart
Especially,
money's at.
number one, given the fact of how you left the city initially, and number two, what you are dealing with in this current situation. Both of those things put together, the fact that you haven't been hiding who you were, like there's a lot of factors that would most certainly lead you to believe that it is a assured possibility that it could be somebody from there as well.
Look, it's not every day you get to leave the city between the warm, supple butt cheeks of a parkouring elephant.
It's true. It's very true.
Hey, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Yeah. So Roland's going to hold up his hand and like he's gonna like stop and kind of hold his hand out to stop everybody else. And he's gonna call out. He's gonna say, "Gilla, who are your friends? They don't look like the normal acolytes I've seen around this place."
And he kind of like looks up at you, turns, looks around the room, and the figure at the top of the room, so the furthest point from you at the top of the room, starts walking towards the font, towards him, towards you. And he makes his way through. And as he starts getting closer and closer, Giller kind of like is also starting to look and recognize the things that you clocked. And he turns towards you and he goes, no, you are correct. I am not quite sure.
Roland draws his sword.
Okay. Everybody go ahead and roll for initiative.
Why do we keep doing this? Why are we so aggressive?
Also, if we're gonna be meta about it, on the map they're labeled as warriors. So
Oh, I'm zoomed way into the map.
Oh yeah, me too. Me too. I
I got an 18 initiative.
That's
I got it.
23.
13.
I got a 5.
One good roll. Hey, Berkey.
Okay.
You know what? We should wait till the fighting starts, okay? He's a big man in full armor. He's not what you call quick. This is all in character.
Not
I've
even
never
gonna
called him
try
quick.
It's a
and
little mean.
talk our way out of this. Have a discussion. Start the ritual first. Any number of things besides I'ma fight him.
Well, look, I mean, from Roland's perspective, we came down here expecting a trap. He points out to Giller, hey, this doesn't seem like the usual crew. And Giller goes, oh, hey, you're right. It's not. When the high magus of the city says, oh, I didn't invite everybody to this party. Of course you're a little fucking suspicious.
It's fine to
That's
be
just
suspicious,
sword
but to
Don't
be
be suspicious.
immediately aggressive.
I think that's sword worthy.
Yeah.
We always give everybody a chance. And then it's
Now is
second
their
time.
We
Now
gave
is-
them
now
like
is their
4
chance.
words.
Now is the chance. Now, if I were a person in this situation and these weirdos come into the chamber where I'm just chilling out, I'm here to provide a little bit of magical support. I've got some magic Gatorades in a cooler in case anybody starts to get tuckered out, and somebody pulls a sword out. I'm gonna say, "Whoa, hey, buddy, hey, I'm the Gatorade guy. I'm not here for any sort of murder." And now I think would be a pretty prime opportunity for literally any one of these people to do that. And yet,
I'm here for the ride. Let me be clear. I'm here for the ride. I'm just saying. It's amusing to me that every time someone speaks like 4 words to us, Roland is like, "All right, now I have to cut your head off."
Well, Roland's going through a lot. Okay, this is a season of change for him, and it's not really going great.
What I'm really happy about is that Zam is finally blaming someone else.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I just see the reality in front of me. I just speak the truth. And right now, I'm seeing Roland be extremely aggressive.
He's in an aggressive mood, man.
Man's dealing with a lot.
It's fine. I get it, man. You don't know if your God is real anymore, and if he is real, you don't know if he cares about you.
Well, I know for sure that he's real. It's
we met him.
You know,
starting
to suspect he might be an asshole, and that's worse. That's way worse.
Like, you didn't even threaten to cut his head off. Like,
no.
the person you probably should be cutting the head off of, you just, let talk shit to you.
That's an oddly prescient statement. We'll see. We'll see how it is.
Did we kill enough time for you to roll like 20 initiative rolls?
Yeah. So it wasn't the initiative rolls that were the problem. It's the fact that I'm real good at math. Emmerin, you are first.
Ooh, that never happens. He's gonna just like sling his bow, knock an arrow, and kind of walk up beside Roland and be like, "All right, Gillard, you gave me your word that you wouldn't be fucking with us, and yet here we are. What's going on?" And I'm just gonna hold an attack for the first sign of aggression towards us.
Towards you.
Oh, also, I'd like to use my held action to call you a dick.
Perfect. Received. And then, so you're holding your action for there to be aggression towards the 4 of you.
Yes.
Heard.
Well, not necessarily. If somebody tries to attack
Giller gets his head cut off.
Yeah, if someone tries to attack Giller or us, then I will fucking let loose. But
okay.
Yeah.
Then, go ahead and give me a perception check, Emmerin.
Oh, perception. Ooh, 11.
Then, if you would.
I will.
Cool. Good talk. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Ooh. Against what?
So what you see is, as you knock back your arrow, Giller's kind of looking around the room in a bit of a panic. This priest again approaches forward, and you see him kind of lower his arm, and as he does, the head of a mace slowly comes down out of his sleeve, and he just swings at the back of Giller. And as he's swinging, you go ahead and loose your arrow.
Oh. Rules question.
Yes.
Does extra attack trigger off a held action?
When you are holding your action, like if you have multi-attack, for example, like if you get 2 attacks around, you get to make both of those attacks.
Okay. Then it's 2 quick ones. Okay, let's see here. I haven't used my bow in a long time.
It has been a minute.
Yeah, I've decided I'm going to start using it more. So that's a 29 and a 28 to hit.
That will both hit.
Okay, and I'll just roll the damage here. So that's 21 damage.
There seems to be a power struggle happening in before us.
Mm-hmm.
And we seem to be caught in the middle of it.
Oh, no.
Well, fortunately, it doesn't last long. So, Emmerin, you loose those 2 arrows, and they both, you see them kind of sink in, and as they do, you see this this armor start to show from underneath, and the one that you particularly hit has it's a thicker plate armor that kind of gets revealed as they kind of, number one, the arrows hitting them in their swing, but as they do, they take 2 attacks at the back of Giller, one catches him at the bottom of the leg, and he kind of slumps down. And the second one catches him in the back of the head and lays him on the ground. And as you see Giller kind of get hit in the back of the head, you see the mace make good purchase and kind of start to really dig deep. And as it does, you see him kind of like start to slump forward, and he hits the ground, and the body immediately just turns into this slushy ice material as it kind of dissipates onto the floor.
Okay, cool.
That's probably regular, right? That's probably normal.
Um,
I've seen a mace do that before, right, guys?
Laya and all four of you go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
Yeah, BK knows what happened, but
There's no fucking way.
Did you roll another nat 20?
I sure did.
Mine's
Wow.
just a 14.
11.
You should start saving those there, Mr. Burke. Might
Hey
need
man,
them.
we're rolling hot now.
Did anybody roll under a 12?
Yes.
Okay. Both of you.
Yes.
The two of you that rolled above a 12, you've heard about this before already, and it was made comment for specifically about him already. But when a simulacrum dies, quote unquote dies, when it reaches 0 hit points, it reverts back into like it's made from it's basically a snowman that turns into a person. It's very strange. But they turn back into their material components that were used to create them, which is the snow and the ice.
Doesn't have to be a snowman.
So this wasn't the real Giller.
No, you immediately know that that's what happens, and you can. It wasn't like something that happened from the weapon. It wasn't something. This was not him, and this was just one of his simulacra.
I was about to be so scared of this dude.
I was about to be very scared of this man.
Would I know, or I guess would Roland know since he got the nat 20? But would I know if would real Giller be alerted when one of the clones were taken out?
That is not something that is identified. They are, so just to clarify for people here and for people watching, they can be repaired if they are damaged, but there's no mental link in the capacity that if something were to immediately happen, that he would be aware of it, unless there was some other magical means letting him know about it. He would, I am sure, be aware at some point that it went missing, but just in the moment, it would not be something that he would be conscious of. But so this happens. The priest kind of turns towards you. He sets his hood back, and you see that as he kind of does it, the hood and the shoulders kind of slink down a little bit to reveal at the top of his plate the sign of the church itself. And he kind of looks at you and looks at the puddle and goes, "Not the real one, unfortunate. You're next, though." And Laya,
Guys,
you're up.
I think we've been set up.
Not by Giller.
We don't know that yet.
Damn, we're in a tight spot.
Okay, so I'm going to use Wand of Web and cast it like so. Can you see where I'm measuring? Oh, okay. So it's up to 20 feet. So I should be able to get warriors 1 through 4 all in the web. It's a 20-foot cube.
Okay. And that is what kind of saving throw?
Yeah, it's a dex save of 15. Each creature that starts its turn in the web must make a dex saving throw. So I guess they don't have to make them until the start of their turn. On a failed save, they're restrained as long as it remains in the web or until it breaks free. A creature restrained by the web can use its action to make a strength check against the spell save DC, and if it succeeds, it's no longer restrained.
And the DC is 15, you said?
Yes.
Okay. I already rolled them just so that we're all aware. The only one that succeeded was number 2.
hurt.
The other 3 are webbed. Okay. And then what else? That's your action.
Yeah, that's all I can do right now.
Okay. Do you want to move?
No, I think for right now I'm gonna stick with the group.
Okay. That is then the adept's turn.
Constantly like opening windows to remember how to play this character. Wait, what does that mean?
But literally before every session, I read through all of my character sheet because I can never remember what I have.
And so
that's
Roland,
short.
what is your AC?
My AC is 22 against ranged attacks.
Okay, and that includes spell attacks, correct?
Let's see. It's part of my Faith Keeper, my special cool guy's shield.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, it shouldn't. That should also clarify it. Or sorry, as long as it doesn't say.
Yeah,
anything other than
it
that,
just
I'm
says +2 bonus to AC against ranged attacks while I wield the shield.
Okay. Then none of you guys get hit. And you see that the 4 adepts in the corner, each corner of the room, you see them all kind of start to manifest like spells as they kind of sling them towards you. They look potentially like a fireball or a firebolt of some sort, like a small ranged projectile, but they're glowing like white hot streaks. White hot streaks of like a flame or a fire or something of the like, that kind of all come towards you, and they miss as they kind of fly past your head or hit the ground shortly in front of you. BK is doing intense math. And then Orlo, it is your turn.
Fuck. How far? How far are the ones in the northeast corner? Would you say?
From you, it is about 60 feet to that corner.
Oh.
For you, it's about 4 feet. I don't know.
All right. Well, I guess we're gonna run like over this way.
Yeah, and just
And
for reminder, if you click on the
Start fighting
token
this warrior.
button, you can move your character. Okay, go ahead and make your
We're
attacks.
gonna fight. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna swing with a bone breaker here. I think that's all I want to do at the. It's gonna have Crusher on it. 17. Math hard. Ow. 24.
Yes, that will hit.
Sweet. And I get 2 attacks now because I'm sweet like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's sweet.
We're gonna do 1d8. I guess technically 2d8s. 4 plus 3, 7 damage. Those were some weak fucking rolls.
Heard.
And I guess I get to knock it back. Yeah, I'm just gonna like push it back 5 feet towards the other adept and warrior.
Like up into the corner, like towards the corner.
Yeah. We'll break these guys up a little bit. 2 groups of 3.
Okay.
And then since he's 5 feet away, I don't need to disengage, right?
No.
He should be the one trying to disengage, honestly. This guy's fucked. He's fucked.
He should be scared.
He should be scared. Giant elephant man. Just hit him over the head with a stick.
if he's within 5 feet of you, you will have to disengage. Yeah.
He pushed him back 5 feet, so he's out of
Okay. So he's 10 feet away.
All right. I'm going to. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit tight. I was mulling over some options, but I'm gonna sit tight.
Sounds good. So Roland, you're next.
All right. So let's see. Oh, this guy. This guy doesn't even know, dude. All right. First thing Roland's going to do is raise his sword and invoke his divine weapon, his channel divinity, divine weapon. So the blade of his sword begins to glow with a bright light. And I get to add +3 to all of my attack rolls with it. And that is his action. And he's going to take that sword. He's going to take the pommel and he's going to bash it against his shield, letting out a bell, like a bell tone, bong, and he's going to use the resounding call feature of his shield on the priest. I may target a creature who can hear me within 30 feet of me, and he's got to make a DC 16 con save or take 1d8 force damage and be deafened until the start of my next.
He does not succeed.
All right. And he takes 8 damage, baby.
Nice.
And then Roland is going to close the distance with this guy. Big, tough mace man.
He's closing the distance. He's closing for speed.
For speed. And this dude, he's all alone. He is all alone in his time of need.
He is all alone.
So that is, I think, gonna do it. For the purposes of divine weapon, does that count as one round, or does my next round count as the first round? Because it only lasts for a minute.
Yeah, it is the starting at the first of your next round, because it takes an action to do, so that it's like the end of your turn.
Gotcha. And I think that is about it for me for this turn.
Okay. Then it is the warrior's turn. Does the web count as difficult terrain even if they don't, or even if they do succeed, or is it just if they are webbed?
I think if it's just they're webbed, but let me. The webs are difficult terrain and lightly obscure their area.
Okay, so they are.
Yeah, they are difficult terrain, just in general.
Okay, so they can't make it out of there. That one can't close. Man, who designed this fucking arena? I made it way too perfectly big for them not to be able to fucking close with you guys. All right, and then only one of them made their save, their strength save, and then Orlo
Doesn't get hit at all and is perfectly okay.
Yeah, Orlo's doing great. He's gonna outlive us all.
What's your AC?
100.
Yeah, get him, dude.
14.
Okay. So you take 4 attacks, and only 2 of them hit.
Probably just means warriors 5 and 6 both attacked you at once, and they have multi-attack.
Correct. So that is 13 total damage for Orlo. So what you see is, excuse me, both of these warriors, the one that you pushed back and the other one that's close by, approach you. They draw swords, long swords from their sheaths, and they both just start trying to hack away at you. As you kind of like dodge through them, you do get caught because both of them are attacking you at the same time. But just little kind of nicks across as they don't cut through your nice new spider soap robe, but they get
They
close.
better fucking not.
It's okay. I have mending. It'll be fine.